Let's go to Danica in East Lansing, Michigan. Danica, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken.
Hi.
I've been reading your proximity principle book.
Okay. Thank you.
I really liked it so far. I'm still in the people section.
Oh, fun.
And I'm trying to find producers, I guess.
Yes.
Thankfully, I still have my job. I'm a PhD at MSU.
Okay. In what field?
In math.
I'm very jealous of you.
Yeah.
I should admit that right now. You're talking to a guy who dropped college algebra 6 times. So there you go. I would have needed to find you on campus to help me. I would have needed the tutoring. How can I help you today? It is not going to be with a math problem. I promise you that.
Well, a lot of my conferences, and I have a lot of opportunities, and it's actually kind of exciting. My field is sort of switching to online stuff, and now there's even more opportunities than there were before. But one of the things I wanted to ask was what your advice was for networking on Zoom. So I always, try to dress professionally and things like that, but what else can I do to help myself network while I'm at these online conferences or online talks? Yeah,
I think it first starts with a plan, okay? So when you say these online conferences and talks, when you say Zoom, I just want to make sure I understand. You're participating in these things, or you're delivering the content?
I am not delivering the content.
Okay. How many people are on a Zoom?
I sign up for one of the seminars to give a talk, but most of the time I'm just watching and consuming.
Okay. And so you want to know how to connect to the viewers that are watching the same thing you are?
Yes, the viewers, but then also maybe sometimes the people who are giving the talk, if it's related to my field.
Yeah. How would you? So if I put you on a let's say a 10-day assignment, and I said I want you to find out how to contact these people that you wanted to reach, and I want you to reach out to them, and I want you to report back to me in 10 days. What would you do?
Okay, so talk to them outside of Zoom or just in Zoom?
No, I don't care. You're worried too much about in Zoom or outside Zoom. I'm saying if I give you a 10-day assignment and I said, go contact all these people in the math field that you want to reach out to, what would be your plan without me giving you any advice? What would be your plan?
I'd probably just email them.
Right. Okay. So, and then when you send an email, it's just you're hoping they respond. And I think that's your problem. So you don't want to just send an email. What you want to do is identify mutual connections that you might have to these people. So you're really playing you ever heard of the old game 7 Degrees, or is it 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? I can't remember. Is it 6?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. So you got to play that game. So here's what I would tell you to do. So if you and I were doing a coaching session, and we are going to right now, but if it was with you in a room, I would get on a whiteboard, or I would make you get out a pad of paper, and I would make you write down or type on a document the people you want to connect with. I'd make you literally write their name out or type it, okay? And now then the second step would be, okay, go do some research online. We're talking LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you're on. Start searching for contacts that you have that are mutual, okay? And then you're looking at, well, how good of a relationship do I have with that mutual connection? If you don't have a relationship at all, it's just kind of a loose thing, then I'd go, okay, that's not a high value contact. But you're looking for high value contact where there is a legitimate relationship that you have that is a mutual relationship with those people. You tracking with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you're identifying maybe other places that you might have in common, and that's how you find more people. So you've got your memory just right out of your head. Then you're doing some deeper research on social media and everything else. So now you've got a real web of connections that you're building, which you're going to read about that in my book. You're not there yet, okay? And so you can skip forward to the chapter on the web of connections. It's in the practices section. But you're building this thing out. I would make you do it. And all of a sudden you'd go, oh, I got something happening over here. And so what you would do is you would call or FaceTime with the person you have a real relationship with. You say, look, I'm trying to make a connection to person X. I'm also looking to make a connection with person Y, and you've got the connection. Would you be willing to make an introduction? and ask them to do a Zoom call with me. Or a month or two from now, when we all feel comfortable having coffee, we'll do it. Whatever. But that's how you go about doing it. You've just got to reach out to mutual relationships so that you're not just sending this email and they don't know you. Because then they just got an email and they're like, I have limited time in my day. I don't know how much I want to connect with somebody that I have no connection to. But if you've got a mutual connection who says, hey, let me tell you about Danica. She's amazing. And how I know Danica. And she'd love to connect with you. And then you need to have your reason why you want to connect. And that person does the setup for you. Okay? And so then whether it's Zoom, FaceTime, or a phone call, or an email chain back and forth, then you've been introduced. And so you've got a much better opportunity to get their time. And then you want to make the most of the time. You want to be prepared with your questions. You want to thank them like crazy for spending their time with you. And you want to be humble and listen and take all of the insight and ask them, hey, if you're comfortable, who are some people you think I need to connect with in the future? That's your game plan. You got it?
Yeah, that's awesome.
You got it. And you'll do it. And you will absolutely see results from that. Okay? So skip ahead. I'm okay with anybody skipping around the proximity principle, Joe, if they want to. But I'd get to that chapter on Web of Connections coming right out of this phone call. And that's going to set you up really beautifully to start making meaningful connections.